All right, welcome in Pesky Pole YouTube channel, and we have a season wrap up. I just got done second and 10 football, the 2001 season, and I coached the Patriots. Now, coaching is kind of a strong word. I'm kind of the CEO coach. I played a game out on my channel early in the year against the Jets, and you kind of saw how I did things. Um, I kind of coach like a CEO coach. I let my coordinators call the offense and defense, and I'll step in if I think we're not throwing the ball downfield enough, or if I think we're not running the ball enough, or if I think we're not blitzing enough, and I'll come in and override and call a play, or decide to go for it on fourth down when the AI um, says not to. So I'm kind of that kind of coach. So a lot of it is the computer. So the 0-1 Patriots, and we're 11-5 in the real season. You can see their numbers up there. Um, Here's the issue, not an issue, but kind of the cool thing. Whenever you play a replay and you're doing teams, like I put the 69 Mets in there, the 67 Red Sox in there, the 0-1 Patriots. These are teams that are, the sum is greater than the individual parts. They were a surprise team. Everything kind of went right, and they won it all. And that's kind of hard to duplicate on simulation games like Second and 10. So it makes it interesting to do. And so what we went ahead and did this. So I'm going to break down the game by game stuff right here. Um, Opened up 0-2, losing to the Bengals and the Jets. This game was horrible. Windy day. Beat the Colts and Peyton Manning. Lost to the Dolphins. And remember that game against the Dolphins. Beat the Chargers. Lost to the Colts. Beat Denver. Beat Atlanta. Lost to the Bills. The Bills are horrible. And this loss right here, remember that loss as well. Played the Rams like in real life. They played the Rams in the Super Bowl that year, of course, and of course they played them in this one. And this was a pretty good game. The Rams actually came from behind a little bit and won that game. Beat the Saints, beat the Jets in a big win. Um, and I'll explain that later on. That was a game I had on the channel too. That Jet game, 13-10. Beat Cleveland, beat the Bills, and then lost the last two games. So they went 8-8. Did not make the playoffs. Um, the Panther loss was a tough loss too, but the Panther game I didn't even play. I didn't even manage or coach the game because the Patriots could not get in the playoffs at that point. Um, they could have went 9-7 with a win there, but 9-7 would have had them losing all the tiebreakers to the Dolphins. Those two losses, the Dolphins killed them, and so forth. So they did not make the playoffs. Okay, 8-8, and let's kind of look back and see um, their point total here. I'm trying to see if they points were 304. So they scored, 60. What's that? My quick math. 67 less points. Okay, and they gave up almost 30 more points. So that's the difference right there. A lot of it was turnovers. I mean, like costly turnovers, pick sixes, fumbles back for touchdowns, kind of the things the Patriots did to do well that year, they didn't do in this game, um, and so forth. So let's take a look at Brady, his numbers. Okay, so here are Brady's actual stats here, and here the bottom is what he did in real life. So pretty close. I mean, 17-15. He had to do three more picks, and those three picks were some big picks, and had a little lower rating. So it wasn't a horrible difference there, but he did not play well. This is not the Tom Brady, the legend Tom Brady. It's the game manager Tom Brady. So the Patriots don't make the playoffs. So let me see what else here. We kind of go through um, the standings here. So the big thing was the Jets had a great year at 12-4. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers went 15-1. They won their first 13 games of the year. Okay, they were 13-0, and they lost to the Detroit Lions 20-10. The Lions were 6-10, not horrible. As you can see here, Cordell Stewart had a bad game. He had a good year this year, and the Steelers kind of lost out on a windy day in Pittsburgh. But they went 15-1, and they locked down a home field advantage. They were 13-3 in real life, had home field advantage in real life as well. So that kind of stood the time there. The big thing is Kurt Warner. So Kurt Warner threw for 5,009 yards. Okay, he threw for 4,830. Kind of give an idea about the 5,000 yard marker kind of idea. There's only been 15 times, and this is including this year, I believe, too. 15 times in which a quarterback is thrown over for 5,000 yards. And most of these are modern. I mean, you can obviously play a 17-game schedule now, but the only guy to do it before 01 was Dan Marino in 1984 when he threw for 5,084 yards. And so actually the 2001 Kurt Warner season, in which he threw for that 4,800, let me go find it real quick. I'm looking at this other thing. It's the 28th most yards thrown in the season still to this day, to kind of give you an idea. So he had a great year. His quarterback rating wasn't as good as it was in real life, as you can see right here, 95.4, 101.4. But he had a huge year. You can see that the lines here. He threw for over 450 three times. And that will do it for you. So he won the NFL MVP for the 01 replay. He was the all-pro quarterback, and I kind of picked him as the MVP in that range. The interesting thing, though, is the Rams did not do as well as they did in real life. The Rams went 10-6. They lost up to the Niners in the NFC West. Still made the playoffs. They were 14-2 in real life, so they didn't quite get it done. So 503 they scored in real life. Their defense was much worse. Marshall Faulk was the MVP in the real life 01, and he didn't quite have the same season in the replay. The biggest difference was he actually had more rushing yards than he did in real life. But he had less receptions, 30 less receptions. And so that was kind of the difference there. But really, as the Rams' defense did not play as well. But they still made the playoffs doing that. The other big thing is Michael Strahan. As you know, Strahan set the sack record in 01 at 22.5, which is still the all-time, well, actually, they give him 23 here. Is the all-time lead. Now, the sack stat has not been official for real long. Unofficial, I think Al Baker has it. But right now he has 20, and he led the league in that. One thing, I won't give it away too much, but I'm playing a 1977 replay right now too, and I'm almost done with that. And Harvey Martin for the Cowboys is unreal. And they're playing a 14-game season. I'm not going to give away how many sacks he has. Let's just say that Strahan, in my season replay has a record right now. He won't have the record here soon, as Harvey Martin's having an unbelievable year. And we'll kind of get back to that stuff to you later on. So, standings-wise, we take a look at everything here. Surprises. The Jets are a surprise at 12-4. They made the playoffs in real life, though, too. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Tennessee, Oakland, the Eagles at 12-4. The Eagles get the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So that's that there. Let's go to the playoffs now. Since we did all that. Oh. Let's go to the playoffs. So first round, wild card round, the Jets, the 3 seed, beat the Dolphins 27-7. So a nice win there by the Jets. The Ravens beat Tennessee 14-6. So the favorite wins that one there. The Packers, a 3 seed, over the Washington Redskins 34-17. And the Rams, the 4 seed, with a tough battle, beat the Giants. So all the favorites won in the first round of the playoffs there, wild card weekend. The Jets then pull the upset, go on the road in Oakland. Curtis Martin with a big day. They beat the Raiders. Pittsburgh, the team that almost went perfect, beats the rival Ravens. San Fran, the favorite, beats Green Bay. And Philadelphia, the favorite, beats the Rams. So only one upset there. And that leads to the conference ones. We got the 3 seed Jets, and they pull the big upset. They go to Pittsburgh, give Pittsburgh their second loss of the whole season, and the Jets are going to the Super Bowl. First time since Super Bowl III, going to Super Bowl, and the Eagles take care of the Niners. So the 1 seed against the 3 seed of the AFC. And in that Super Bowl, it's the Eagles getting the win. 14-9. The Jets were driving. The Jets had the ball at the Eagle 30-yard line and had 2 shots to the end zone and could not get in there. The cool thing is you had a situation now where the Eagles, coached by Andy Reid, get the win, beat the Jets, coached by Herman Edwards. Those are the last 2 Kansas City Chief coaches. The Chiefs who just won the Super Bowl in real life. It's pretty cool to see 2 former Chief coaches going at it in our replay Super Bowl. So, pretty good. The Eagles with the win. Andy Reid gets that. The Patriots do not get one. But it's, I'm going to play, more seasons. I got more seasons coming on there. I'll play more of the Patriot Brady seasons. But there are a lot of seasons in there where the Patriots did not win the Super Bowl when maybe they were the better team. You think back to the 07 season, obviously. They didn't get one, losing to the Giants. So it may all even out. We may still get Brady as many rings as he has in real life, just not the 01 ring. He might get the rings from 07 and 11, in which the Giants got them both times, to kind of make up for those. So that's kind of the replay. Once again, we see that the Cinderella teams in real life don't always translate to simulations. But the Jets almost pulled off kind of their own Cinderella run. The Jets were 10-6 in real life, so they actually a pretty good season in real life too. They were a good team, but a great one there. So you can see their playoff record. They almost pulled off a historic Super Bowl championship. So that's it for the 01 replay. I'm working on the 77 NFL replay right now. Almost done with that one. That'll be up. I am 8 games away from finishing up the 1941 MLB replay season. I'll put a video up about that soon. And I'm about 50 games away from getting done with the 1991 MLB season. And I'll post about that as well. And then we'll start some new seasons. We're going to have a new football season I'm going to do in the spring. I might do like an old school season, talking about maybe like a pre-merger season. And taking Jim Brown, the Cleveland Browns, like 1960 something, one of his best years. I think 65 was his best year, or 64. The Browns won it all. I know that for sure. But we may do one of those seasons. And of course, baseball. I'm going to do the 2013 season for sure. For baseball, the 10th anniversary of the Red Sox miracle Marathon World Series win, and I'll probably do the 19. I haven't decided yet, either 78 or 82. I'm still kicking around that. And 1954 we'll do for sure, which is an ode to Willie Mays and his remarkable season. So that's it for now for the channel. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like, and keep on checking out stuff on the channel coming up here soon. Bye, guys.